18. Old and young women.
Alright, here we go. This is going to be very politically incorrect. This dialogue contains one of the most notorious Nietzsche quotes, and is overall offensive to today's sensibilities. However, there is more to it than meets the eye, and it will turn out to be more important than you think. So, remember this one, for future reference.
Why stealest thou along so furtively in the twilight, Zarathustra? And what hidest thou so carefully under thy mantle? Is it a treasure that hath been given thee, or a child that hath been born thee? Or goest thou thyself on a thief's errand, thou friend of the evil? Verily, my brother, said Zarathustra, it is a treasure that hath been given me. It is a little truth which I carry. But it is naughty, like a young child, and if I hold not its mouth, it screameth too loudly.
Zarathustra tells us that he possesses a treasure, a little truth. It will be revealed to be a little piece of knowledge he was given by someone, and he is afraid to share it, because it is rather naughty. But the use of the word truth here is intriguing, and hints that there might be more to it. There is a philosophical message hidden here, but it will not be revealed for a while. For now, we shall just deal with the literal meaning of the text, which is indeed naughty. This is Nietzsche talking about women, so brace yourself for some unadulterated 19th century male chauvinism.
As I went on my way alone today, at the hour when the sun declineth, there met me an old woman, and she spake thus unto my soul. Much hath Zarathustra spoken also to us women, but never spake he unto us concerning woman. And I answered her, Concerning woman, one should only talk unto men. Talk also unto me of woman, said she. I am old enough to forget it presently.
Zarathustra meets an old lady, and she asks him for his thoughts about women. His answer reminds us that we are at a time when men and women lived in different spheres, and did not talk much to each other in matters concerning sex and gender. This state of things lasted until late into the 20th century, and was especially strong in the late Victorian era, which is when this book was written. But the old lady assures him that she will forget it all anyway, so there's no danger in sharing his thoughts with her. He obliges.
And I obliged the old woman, and spake thus unto her. Everything in woman is a riddle, and everything in woman hath one solution. It is called pregnancy. Man is for woman a means. The purpose is always the child. But what is woman for man?
The woman, says Zarathustra, is driven by the need to bear children. This is what she wants for men and why she needs them, and explains her actions towards them. But then he asks, what does the man want, and why does he need the woman?
Two different things wanteth the true man, danger and diversion. Therefore wanteth he woman as the most dangerous plaything. Man shall be trained for war, and woman for the recreation of the warrior. All else is folly. Two sweet fruits, these the warrior liketh not. Therefore liketh he woman. Bitter is even the sweetest woman.
The true man, according to Zarathustra, wants danger and diversion. This is in line with what is said about men until now. The woman provides these things best of all.
Better than man doth woman understand children, but man is more childish than woman. In the true man there is a child hidden, it wanteth to play. Up then, ye women, and discover the child in man.
In the true man there is a child hidden, and the woman understands children better than men. Therefore, she knows better than him how to liberate this child and let him play. This should be understood in the literal sense, as the man needs to play games, particularly dangerous games, in order to develop his character. But remember, the word child has another meaning. In the three metamorphoses, he told us that the spirit needs to go through several stages and eventually become a child, capable of creating new things. By helping the man develop his character, the woman can help him become that child.
A plaything let woman be, pure and fine like the precious stone, illumined with the virtues of a world not yet come. Let the beam of a star shine in your love. Let your hope say, may I bear the Superman.
Now he connects it to his discussion of the Superman. The Superman is a project for humanity, and the woman takes part in it. Her part seems to be twofold in Zarathustra's eyes. First, she has to help the man find the powers in him to achieve greatness, and take us closer to the Superman. Secondly, she gives birth to the next generation, which will hopefully be more powerful. For that, however, she must be selective in her choice of mate, and this is what he will speak of next.
In your love let there be valour. With your love shall ye assail him who inspireth you with fear. In your love be your honour. Little doth woman understand otherwise about honour. But let this be your honour, always to love more than ye are loved, and never be the second.
The woman should seek the man who inspires fear in her, a man who did not lose the chaos within himself. And she must love him completely, more than he loves her, so she can handle all that chaos and still be supportive.
Let man fear woman when she loveth, then maketh she every sacrifice, and everything else she regardeth as worthless. Let man fear woman when she hateth, for man in his innermost soul is merely evil. Woman, however, is mean. Whom hateth woman most? Thus spake the iron to the lodestone. I hate thee most, because thou attractest, but art too weak to draw unto thee.
Zarathustra now warns men about what they should fear in women. They should fear their love and their hate, since both are more powerful in women than in men. Then he asks, who does the woman hate most? And his answer is that she hates the man who is too weak to make her completely commit herself to him.
The happiness of man is, I will. The happiness of woman is, he will. Lo, now hath the world become perfect. Thus thinketh every woman when she obeyeth with all her love.
The woman, says Zarathustra, finds her happiness when she finds a man who conquers and guides her. She enjoys bending herself to his will, and only then does she feel complete. This is why she wants a strong man.
Obey must the woman, and find a depth for her surface. Surface is woman's soul, a mobile stormy film on shallow water. Man's soul, however, is deep. Its current gusheth in subterranean caverns. Woman surmiseth its force, but comprehendeth it not.
This is the more philosophical part. Zarathustra distinguishes between two natures. The woman's nature is to live on the surface. She constantly changes with the changes of reality around her. Man's nature is deeper. He looks for the truths that are behind the changes. Thus, he is also more stable, more in control of his life. The woman needs the man to put order in her life as well, and enjoys it when he does.
Then answered me the old woman, Many fine things hath Zarathustra said, especially for those who are young enough for them. Strange, Zarathustra knoweth little about woman, and yet he is right about them. Doth this happen because with women nothing is impossible? And now accept a little truth by way of thanks. I am old enough for it. Swaddle it up and hold its mouth, otherwise it will scream too loudly, the little truth.
The old lady commends Zarathustra for having such a deep understanding of women. Nietzsche, indeed, regarded himself to be kind of an expert on women, and wrote a lot about their nature. When a man believes that about himself, it is usually a sign that he didn't have much contact with women. Anyway, the old lady rewards him with the little truth that she gives him, the truth that he told us about in the beginning of the discourse. Finally, he is ready to share it with us.
Give me, woman, thy little truth, said I, and thus spake the old woman. Thou goest to women, do not forget thy whip. Thus spake Zarathustra.
This is the famous quote. In the context of this discourse, it seems that the old lady is telling him that the woman doesn't just crave a man to put order in her life, but also to be strict and discipline her. But there is more to this quote, to this truth, and we will have to wait quite a long time to find out what it is.